Now on to Sanity Corner / I Feel Petty. I'm going to go first because mine combines both feelings. It is both giving me sanity and it is about something extremely petty. Have you all heard of something called Cake Talk?
No.
It's a part of TikTok about cakes. There's an entire part of TikTok about, this is what we stand to lose if the government bans TikTok, is Cake Talk. And a lot of it, previously, because I've gone deep on this, Cake Talk is usually like, look at this beautiful cake. Look at this beautiful cake. Look at this person making a beautiful cake. I'm a guy who makes cakes. Look at my beautiful cake, whatever. But there is drama now because a woman, a 26-year-old small business owner from West Virginia named Kylie's Cakes, which kind of lends itself well to an internet pile-on.
Yeah. Unfortunate name.
She makes a signature rainbow cake that she sells to customers for $80. A customer received one of these rainbow cakes and was dissatisfied and engaged with Kylie over it. Kylie, not letting sleeping dogs lie, initiated this blow up online by saying that the customer was abusive to her and that the customer was overly demanding and basically calling the customer out. Well, the customer came back with receipts with pictures of the cake, which did look like warmed over shit. Definitely not. I mean, it was like, I would eat it, but I would not pay $80 for it.
The rainbow is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, the cake itself, the layers of the cake looked like they were fine, but the issue was the frosting. And we have now all of these people on TikTok, on Cake Talk, who are professional bakers going in and being like, so here's what she did. She didn't cool the cake sufficiently, and then she attempted to use buttercream, and this is her frosting job isn't quite right, and the sprinkles weren't applied correctly, and you don't do a name it says happy birthday Trilby on it, but the Trilby is it's not. It's this original cake is hilarious. The customer coming back and being like, no, this is what happened, and then posting screenshots of their interaction, and Kylie is actually the bitch in
that was really bold of her.
Wow, that was really bold of her. She knew what her cake looked like.
Yeah. You knew what you sent. And I think she just thought that nobody would come back. She would just get to be like, look at this mean customer. And people would be like, your cakes are beautiful, Kylie. Yeah. But now, so now it's blown totally up. So there are people that are obsessives on Cake Talk that have gone on Kylie's website and found pictures of cakes that actually she had taken from other places that she was passing off as proof of concept of her own cakes. And they have gone to cakes that she's actually made and been like, here's where this is the fondant work is bad. People are just savaging this person. She is sort of not backing down, and now it's gotten so bad that people she went to high school with in a small town in West Virginia are like, she was mean in high school.
When the high schoolers come out,
you know what? I was waiting for that because just the fact that she's done all of this stuff that could easily be put out on the internet and still is digging in tells me everything I need to know about her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when the high schoolers come out.
Yep. Yeah. They're like, well, she was always mean. It's that's, I think, a lot of times when scandals happen, especially with celebrities, sometimes a story will break and it's crickets, nobody. Yeah. It's because they have kind of a built up, there's a lot of people that are like, yeah, fuck that person. Yeah. Fuck them. I'm not going to come to their defense.
And, to go back to what we were talking about earlier, I hate when people are like, this is abuse, this is harmful, when it's not. But I think it's because they're always chasing positive vibes and they don't want anything bad going on.
That's true. If you're a good vibes only person,
criticism is
jarring and abusive. By the way, sometimes when my daughter is acting up, she's 18 months old, she doesn't understand what vibes are. I will say, Juniper, these are bad vibes. And it always makes me laugh because she totally can't understand what I'm saying. And I usually say it with a big smile. I'm like, these are bad vibes, honey. These are bad vibes. We don't like these vibes. No.
With a big smile.
It back to
you. Bad vibes, mama. Bad vibes. Anyway, okay, so that's my Sandy Petty. It's really, I don't know how long Cake Talk is going to dominate my FYP on TikTok, but for now I'm okay with it.
Have you been sent sexy cakes? My friend has sent me Okay, let me please let me clarify. He has sent me like Nintendo characters of this person that makes cakes with like Mario just like absolutely shredded. Okay, I'll send it to you.
That is
like,
hilarious.
It's just like a hunky, like
a hot Mario.
Like a hot Mario or like a hot Shrek, just like absolutely
do not
shredded.
Google,
there's no other way.
Do not Google sexy cakes. Don't Google sexy cakes.
No.
Just did.
Yeah, please, no.
Don't do it.
Don't. Okay,
not
sorry.
safe for work.
No.
You're going to end up on a list.
What I'm sending is going to be chill, I promise.
Okay.
Did you just Google it?
Of course I did.
Mario does have pants on, right?
Yes. Everyone's clothed.
Okay, good.
They're just ripped.
Good. Okay. Well, color me intrigued. Alyssa, sanity corner or I feel petty today?
I'm feeling petty.
Okay.
So do you guys remember like a couple months ago, I've talked about it a couple times, it's like, why are streamers and studios trying to make cannibalism a thing? Like, stop making it a thing. Stop trying to normalize it. Okay, well, I have found something that is more offensive than that. Have you watched Milf Manor?
Oh. Okay, wait.
I've heard about it.
You guys.
I watched 2 episodes and
Should we?
It's horrible.
It is appalling. It is truly sickening. The show, it's a reality-ish show. And of course, I have seen a million ads for it because I watch all the 90 days of any iteration. And Milf Manor is about moms who are brought to an island with young men who are, over 18, so that they can like MILF it up. Except, spoiler twist, it's all their sons.
Oh.
It's repellent.
Oh my
And you know me, I love myself some good trash TV. I like a little reality, I'm very finicky about what reality I engage in. But I was like, I just need to check it out. And I watched about 25 minutes of one of the episodes. And I am offended. I covered my eyes. I was like, this is terrible. So anyway, Milf Manor.
How do you agree to that?
I don't know. You must really want to be fucking famous or think it's going to lead to a Real Housewives situation. I don't know. But it
in
is.
The season finale, do they have to kill their dads?
One can only imagine. But I will say I have finally found something more offensive than cannibalism on television.
It's funny that both the mother and sons have agreed to this.
I know.
Yeah. I feel like the fix is in. I feel like they must have kind of been aware that they were going to be on a show where each other's sons were their dating pool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. That makes me feel like I feel puritanical.
Well, here's the thing. I think
that is not good for TV.
I think it actually makes an important societal point because if the genders were switched, that would just be called Dad's Company Picnic.
No, that's bad.
They're making that thing. DILF.
Oh.
DILF?
Going to be
No.
Honestly,
I'd watch it if it was called DILF Den, but then, but that's the only way I'll watch it.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
The funny thing is that like if you are fans of 30 Rock, they used to make fun. They have a show on
MILF
30 Rock
Island.
called MILF Island, and somehow this is worse than the parody. Oh
Wow.
They also invented 30-second sitcoms, which preceded Vine.
I know.
Like, guys, remember R.I.P. to Vine? Oh, man. Well, yeah. I agree. I watched, like, episode 1, and I'm like, maybe they'll do something funny and cool, but they did not do anything funny or cool.
This is bad vibes.
This is such bad vibes.
Totally the wrong vibe. Shaniqua, Sanity Corner or I Feel Petty this week?
I feel petty, and part of it is directed at myself, I suppose. But in the past, I would get really, like, as soon as I watch a television show, I immediately go to Twitter to see what people are saying. I want to, like, get in the conversation. But I typically watch TV that people talk about online when it comes on. Succession used to be one of those. Every other season, I was ready. I was on. At the end of the last season, I didn't even discover what now I can't even think of his name. Shiv's husband? Tom. I didn't even fully understand what he did until I went to Twitter and I was like, oh my gosh, he betrayed them. So I have not started. I started watching Succession and I was trying to work and I was like, this is not going to work. I need to put all of my attention to it. So I have not caught up. And then last week, I was on social media and I kept trying to close it. And I could tell that someone had died.
Oh.
And every time I was like, no, don't look. And then the photos started popping up and I was like, oh, now I know who died.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really mad because I wanted to experience that and see it. I mean, I'll still watch it, but now it's going to feel like, oh, it's coming. It's coming.
You won't see it coming.
I don't think you will either.
But now I know who it is, though.
Yeah, but like the way it's done, it feels like, and we just had J. Smith Cameron on, and who plays Jerry. Yeah. And she was talking about how the way that they shot the episode, and it's super interesting.
It's really interesting.
Super interesting.
Here, let me tell you what it's like.
It makes me think about, I watched the morning show like recently.
Me too.
And that was a shocker for me. I was like, no. It did not happen. Mm-hmm. And I like to be in the moment and shocked like everyone else. So, okay, I'm going to be looking for it now, which is the problem. Like, where are the hints?
It still comes. Okay. I think it's real. I got it spoiled for me too.
Oh, really?
And it was like, I was like, oh man. And then I watched it and I still was like,
yeah.
Like the entire,
I had it spoiled and I still cried.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Oh yeah. The acting is the acting is cry-worthily.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's really incredible.
Now I gotta really prepare myself.
Yeah, gird your loins.
I cry at TV now. Like SVU, I can't get through a whole episode.
That I feel like
that's
is
a hard one.
Yeah, that one's engineered in a lab to make you cry.
Yeah.
It's like the beginning of a Pixar movie. It's like you're gonna cry during this. Okay, Tien. I feel petty?
I feel petty.
Oh, good.
Mine's really dumb. I'm feeling real petty about the gopher in my parents' yard.
Wait, is that a slang for something?
No, the actual gopher in my dad's and mom's yard, and my dad's like putting out a full-out war against this gopher, and I want the gopher to go away because I can't take the stories anymore. Okay, so if anybody's out there, I'm looking right down the barrel. Any tips on how to humanely get rid and trap and get rid of these gophers that are consuming my dad's free time and story time? They're driving him crazy. I need a break now.
Oh my God. This is a reboot of Caddyshack starring a Vietnamese American family.
Oh my God. Incredible.
Do it.
Get
Okay,
the
great.
Cameras out.
Done.
Free idea.
Actually, now I don't feel petty about it anymore. Now that it's monetizable. I can monetize this baby. But really though, it's too much. Every time we go visit, it's like he talks to my wife and I for an hour about the gopher.
Yeah,
I can't deal with it anymore.
Oh man.
I mean, I think Alyssa, you probably can sympathize with this. Yard vermin is all consuming.
It's all consuming. It's
what do I do?
No, I'm telling you, Tien, when we had a mouse in the house, I couldn't live. I couldn't do normal things without getting utterly stressed out, showing up every day at the hardware store for new contraptions, new ways to get rid of the thing. And I have 3 cats, so it shouldn't have been that hard, but no. There's actually this funny thing because
your cats suck.
They're just here for the good vibes, my cats. That's it. But no, it's
fire
true.
Those cats. What jerks.
When the vermin are on the loose, it is all consuming. You just can't.
It's a loss of control.
You're getting ready to go to bed and you're the vermin are outside. The gopher, I know he's waking up. I know he's coming to life.
Okay, this is a lesson for me to sit with my dad's gopher vibes. And sit with them and not try to push them away.
Just let him.
God. Yes. We've all learned our lesson
also,
somehow.
Tien, has he tried castor oil?
No.
Okay,
He hasn't.
I'm going to send you something. Don't you worry.
Okay, thank you.
Oh my gosh, that's like your catchphrase. Alyssa goes, I'm going to send you something. I'm going to send you something. And then she does, and it works. And it's just like, Alyssa sent me something.